from East Coast Fibreglass Supplies, and this is our guide to the Meguiar's mould release systems. In the 1950s, Meguiar's invented the world's first mould release paste wax. Today, Meguiar's is an industry standard for the whole of the FRP and GRP industry. All top quality fiberglass factories around the world carry this range. In addition to their great range of mould release waxes, Meguiar's also carry mould compound and mould polishing products. Everything you need to maintain a real top quality fiberglass product, including your sandpapers, your backing pads, your rotary and DA compounding polishing pads, your washers, your applicators, and even your 100% terry cotton towels. Although the more traditional products from Meguiar's, such as the M01, M03 and M08 are still the most popular products used in fiberglass factories, Meguiar's are now proud to present the most advanced mould release system yet, Velocity. Velocity is the latest liquid mould release system. This system is fantastic for producing high gloss products, and you're saving time and cost for yourself, and they don't need buffing or painting on being released. All of these products are available from East Coast Fibreglass Supplies online or by phone. East Coast are one of the UK's foremost composites distribution company. From humble eBay beginnings in 2004, they've gone from strength to strength based on a firm foundation of excellent customer service and product expertise. They now employ 12 people in their custom-built distribution centre in South Shields, and in 2011, East Coast became one of 3 main distributors of Meguiar's in the UK. We sincerely hope that you find the following video useful. Meguiar's Unigrit sanding paper and the E7200 backing pad will ensure even sanding marks that will save time and remove less gel coat from the mould or finished product. Place the sanding papers in water for at least 15 minutes prior to sanding. Always use the least aggressive paper first. Always keep the surface being sanded well lubricated with water and constantly remove sanding residue with clean water. Finish sanding with 2000 grit or higher. This will reduce compounding and polishing time, as well as resulting in a superior high quality finish. Meguiar's Velocity MV81 compound is unlike any other compound. It uses the latest in diminishing abrasive technology. MV81 has the ability to break down during buffing, removing the sanding marks quickly, but leaving a very fine finish. Even using the most aggressive W4000 wool pad, this compound leaves a glossy finish that requires little polishing in the next step. To minimise damaging the mould, it is essential to keep the pad clean and free of dust and dried compound or polish. To achieve this, use the pad washer. Run the machine at slow speed for 10 to 15 seconds. Then lift the pad from the rollers and run at high speed for a further 10 to 15 seconds. You can now see the result, a clean, contaminant-free pad. Meguiar's Velocity MV82 High Gloss Polish is a new and improved M03 machine glaze. It leaves an amazing finish. Now this one is water-based, which makes it safer to use before a liquid release agent. And MV82 High Gloss Polish is applied using a foam pad, a W8000 foam pad. the wax using a Meguiar's W4 wax applicator, using a circular motion overlapping the previous application by at least 1/3 to ensure full and complete coverage. Allow the wax to set up and dry. This is dependent on climatic conditions, but normally between about 5 and 10 minutes. Using a 100% terry cotton towel, break the surface of the wax with the towel. Then turn the towel over to a clean side and buff to a high gloss. If required, keep turning the towel. Allow the mould to sit for a minimum of 15 minutes before applying subsequent coats of wax. For a new or recently refurbished mould, apply a minimum of 6 coats of wax, 15 to 20 minutes apart. After the final coat of wax has been removed, allow a minimum of 30 minutes before applying the gel coat. Once a part has been made and released, apply a further single coat of wax in the same manner as previously done before making a second part. Follow this procedure for the first 5 parts. This will condition the mould and prevent unnecessary stress on the mould during release. After this initial period, you can proceed into a multiple release cycle without the need to apply further coats of wax. The number of releases you will manage to obtain without a recoat of wax will depend on the type of construction of the mould, as well as the release angles and type of material being applied to the mould surface. Meguiar's liquid release system was created using breakthrough polymer chemistry and designed for use in high production factories who require more releases and desire the highest gloss for their products. None of the Meguiar's liquid release products have a foul odour, and they are all designed to work with both standard and low emission gel coats and resins. Apply the sealer with a small terry cotton applicator, in overlapping motion either in straight lines or circular motion. Apply a thin even layer over the complete mould surface. If applying to a large mould, carry this out in small 1 metre by 1 metre sections. Do not over-apply or overwork the product. Allow to sit on the mould for a few seconds, then remove excess with a clean, lint-free paper towel. Then polish to a high gloss using a 100% terry cotton towel. Wait for a minimum of 15 minutes before applying a second coat of product. MV83 can be used prior to applying a paste wax, which will increase the number of releases by as much as 20%. MV85 Seal and Release is a standalone product that both seals the mould surface and acts as a release coating. However, when used in conjunction with MV83 Sealer, it can increase the amount of releases obtainable by upwards of 20%. When used as a standalone product on a new or recently refurbished mould, apply a minimum of 6 coats of MV85, 15 minutes apart. Apply the product to a small terry cotton applicator, in overlapping motion either in straight lines or circular motion. Apply a thin even layer over the complete mould surface. If applying to a large mould, carry this out in small 1 metre by 1 metre sections. Do not over-apply or overwork the product. Allow to sit on the mould for a few seconds, then remove excess with a clean, lint-free paper towel. Then polish to a high gloss using a 100% terry cotton towel. Wait for a minimum of 15 minutes before applying a second coat of product. When used in conjunction with MV83 Sealer, apply 2 coats of sealer followed by a minimum of 4 coats of MV85 Seal and Release. Once all the coats have been applied, allow the final coat to stand for at least 30 minutes prior to applying the gel coat. Once the part has been manufactured, apply a further single coat of release to the mould in exactly the same manner as previously done. Do this for the first 5 releases. This conditions the mould and prevents stressing the mould during the release process. The composite section is built up in 2 parts. The gel coat section, which forms the outer surface of the finished part, and the reinforcement section, which is consolidated with resin. We will need about 600 grams of gel coat per metre squared of mould surface. Personal protection is very important when mixing catalyst. Please make sure you are wearing overalls, rubber gloves and safety glasses. First, we need to catalyse the gel coat by adding 2% of catalyst. For example, 1 kilogram of gel coat will require 20 millilitres of catalyst. We are using a specialised catalyst dispenser, but a syringe can also be used. Stir the catalyst very carefully to avoid splashing. If you do get catalyst on your skin, wash off immediately with warm soapy water and refer to the safety data sheet for further advice if needed. Remember that the pot life of the gel coat will be a lot less than the curing time, meaning that the gel coat will cure quicker in the bucket or container than on the mould. A good rule of thumb is to apply the gel coat to the mould quickly and evenly, but avoid pouring the gel coat directly onto the mould. Run your brush once again over the gel coat to spread it more uniform and evenly around the mould surface. Allow the gel coat to cure. At a working temperature of 18 to 20 degrees Celsius, this will take about 2 to 3 hours. After the gel coat has sufficiently cured, we are now ready to layer our part. Now we are going to apply our reinforcement. For this, we are going to use 3 layers of chopped strand matting and consolidate it with Cristic 2414 resin. Catalyse the resin using between 1% and 2% of catalyst to resin and add a thin layer to the mould surface. Again, personal protection is very important when mixing catalyst, so please remember your safety steps. The mat is then added and consolidated using a roller. There are many types of consolidating rollers available. Here, we are using a finned roller. Extra resin can be added where required. The part is now left to cure overnight. Carefully apply small plastic wedges around the part. Gently insert and release. Thanks for watching our video, and we hope you found it helpful and informative. But if you do have any further questions, please don't hesitate to get in touch with us either through the website or by phone. Thanks very much.